I'm Jewelry. Welcome back to my channel, and today's video is all about self-disciplinary, which is the rare skill of actually getting off your phone, stop saying I'll do it some other day, and just get that one thing you've been wanting to do for so long, just get it done. So today's video will be split into two big parts, which is the two big main reasons that are keeping you one single step away from productivity. First of all is distractions. And when I say distractions, I mean your phone. Yep, you've guessed it. Your phone's one of the biggest distractions in your entire life. And I just personally discovered the method that can reduce your doom scrolling by 30%. And yes, I personally tested this method out on myself for 2 weeks, and it worked like absolute magic. So today I'll be sharing it with you guys. Secondly, it's the I will do it when I am ready syndrome. It's where you always wait for that one perfect moment where you feel 100%, where you feel focused, or when you have enough time. And when that moment never really comes, you ended up procrastinating all day and never finishing that one task you've been wanting to do for so long. And don't forget to stay until the very end for an ultimate mindset to crush your procrastination once and for all. Now, without further ado, let's get right into today's video. First off is to break up with your phone. Because this relationship is toxic, and girl, you deserve better. The truth is, we always want to doom scroll, and it is part of our human nature. At this age, our phone is one of the biggest and easiest accessible entertainment there is on the entire planet Earth. High spike of dopamine, vast amount of information and connection at the tip of our fingers. So it's basically our biological response to want to doom scroll for the entire day. And the only way to stop it is to literally lock it up, throw it into the ocean, and never look at it ever again. Okay, that's a little bit dramatic, but what I'm saying is the best way to keep yourself away from your phone is to actually keep yourself away from your phone, like physically. So allow me to introduce you to app locks. It is actually a traditional setting that almost every single phone type has that you just don't know it yet. So what you want to do is to find your app lock setting or hidden app setting on your phone so you can always have a little time to think before opening any single social media apps. One thing about our human brain is that most of the times we are on autopilot, where when we do a task, our brain doesn't really wake up and see what exactly we're doing. We're just going with the flow and doing what we really want to do. And all these app locks and firewalls will give you enough time for your brain to snap out of autopilot and actually think about what you're doing. Is opening this app really good for you? Is it really beneficial? Is it wasting your time? Or should we really be doing this right now? So thinking before you turn on your phone can reduce 30% of subconscious doom scrolling. And one way to do it is to have your app lock. Now, one problem that I personally had after I downloaded all the app locks and firewalls is that when I open an app for like some sort of purpose, you know, where I want to chat with my friends or search up a video or do like a workout set, and after that, I'm still be able to go around and scroll on the same app and still unable to stop. So one way that I keep track of my app usage is to actually time it. So having a timer running in the background with the exact minutes you think you need to use the app for. For example, 5 minutes to text your friend, 10 minutes to double check a fact or do some sort of research. And when the timer runs out on that app, you have to stop. This worked relatively well for me personally, since timer is sort of like an alarm for me where I heard a timer, my brain automatically goes to, oh, I need to stop doing whatever this is. So this is how my brain personally works. But if you do think this is a bit of a push for you, or like you don't think this works for you personally, which is totally okay, you can also try to download specific apps to keep track of your social media usage, etc. There are actually specific apps out there. I have a list right here, you should see, I think. But yeah, if this doesn't work for you, there are so many choices out there that will help you way better than this simple timer. So from my personal experience, lock your phone up, break up with your toxic relationship, and count the minutes you spend with it. And finally, get your life together and do what you gotta do without any distractions. The second big thing that's keeping you one step away from productivity is the perfect moment syndrome, where you're always waiting for that one perfect moment to start an important thing. Like, oh, I'll start a channel when I have a good camera. I will start studying when I'm feeling really focused. I'll clean my room when I have enough time. But that perfect moment never really came. And you never bought a new camera. You never could focus and end up doom scrolling for 4 more hours. And you never had the time to actually clean up your room. But you did have the time to watch 4 more room makeover videos. So do you see what's the problem here? We don't really know what exactly is that 100%, that perfect moment. So to solve this case, you will need a deadline. Give yourself a specific time, place, or a specific number count to start. I will start a channel in 2 weeks when I'm done preparing and sketching everything out. I will start studying after this 10-minute timer. I'll clean my room on Sunday when I have enough free time in the afternoon. You see, when you give yourself a deadline, you don't hope for that perfect moment because you know exactly what that 100% is, aka the deadline you set for yourself. Again, one thing that I personally noticed when I started using this method is that it's actually really hard to get up and start after that deadline. You know what I mean? After that 10-minute timer, I really can't just jump out of bed and start studying. After that 4 hours of doom scroll, I can just jump out of nowhere and start cleaning my room on a random Sunday. Then, if you're like me, a full-time procrastinator that one single solution just cannot solve your problems, you can try the 2-minute method. Honestly, I've been using this since I was a very young age because I had a lot of school pressure in my home country and I don't want to do any of those homeworks. So when I don't want to or I'm feeling lazy, I tell myself, just do one single task for 2 minutes. Only 2 minutes. It's not that hard. You can sit at a desk, pull out your pen, write a couple questions, and then you're done for the day. Tell yourself to only do 2 minutes of that task, tricking your mind to thinking that task is really not that hard. It's just 2 minutes. It's a very small amount of time and minimizing the pressure you have on your mind. And the trick is when you actually do reach that 2 minutes, you kind of just tell yourself another 2 minutes. It's basically calling yourself into doing whatever you don't want to do. And honestly, it works really well on me personally. Sometimes I get through a whole hour of study session just with the 2-minute method. And the reason this works so well on most people is because this solves the human mind trick of starting is always the hardest. Once you get yourself moving and jump out of bed, it is so much easier to continue the task and building up your progress. Now, after all those tips and methods, there's a catch. Discipline isn't just about forcing yourself to act. It's actually starting to melt yourself into the kind of person who naturally does the thing they're supposed to do. This is called the identity mindset. Many people start with goals when they think of productivity, you know, saying things like, oh, I'll study harder, I'll become a gym person, I'll work out every day. But those goals doesn't really tell you what exactly to do every single day, when to do what to do where, you know, what that kind of stuff. Those little details are all blurted out in those big goals. So instead of saying what I should do, ask what a responsible student would do. What would a pretty, successful, smart baddie do? Give yourself a character to become, and your brain will start making decisions based on those character traits, based on who you're trying to become, and not actually how you feel in the moment. So, don't want to study? What would a responsible student do? Don't want to clean your room? What would an organized person do? Don't want to actually go out, hang out with people? Socialization? What would an outgoing and positive person do in the situation? So you see, instead of thinking, I have to do this because of blah blah blah, or I need to do this because of blah blah blah, start making decisions based on who you're trying to be. Be the kind of person that will do this kind of thing. Like, I will study because I am a good student. I'll clean my room because I am an organized girl. Don't just set goals, become the person that have those goals. So this is basically my secret weapon that pulled me through so many final weeks and days I don't feel like really doing anything. And I hope this can help you guys as well. So now go do that thing you've been putting off instead of watching another productive video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode. And if you liked this one, subscribe, like, comment, and just support this video in any way you would like. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye!